Hey everyone, it's Tattooed Simmer, and this time I'm here with a build just for summer. I don't know about you guys, but one of my favorite things to do every summer is just hang out at a pool by the water, any kind of water really. That was like my childhood as a kid, was just spending time with my friends at the pool. So I wanted to build a community lot that was sort of like a city pool. I haven't used this, or I guess I should say this is the first time I had used the water park features that came with Better Together, Growing Together, Growing Together, that's what it was called. So I used all of those splash park features from Growing Together to make a little kid splash pad, as well as having a huge pool for you to swim laps in, and there'll be some diving boards, and I actually also ended up building a bar area. That's not really functional, but I always thought it was cool to have, like, especially at resorts where they have those like swim up bars that you can go sit at. So that's what I'm working on right now, is trying to get a swim up bar at the edge over here. And that little building back there is like a concession stand sort of thing. So I'll end up turning that into a concession stand, bathroom, shower area for your Sims to use. So what I did for the swim up bar was I just took I think that's a accent table for like a hallway, and I just sized it up, and then I put some seats underneath of it and just raised them up to make it look like seats. And then I added this canopy from the Desert Luxe pack that we got, which I love. I love that canopy. I try to use it all the time. I also love to use that canopy and size it down instead of up over just windows on any other house. It kind of gives you like an overhang on a window and makes it stand out a little bit. So that's why I use that canopy all the time. It's one of my favorites. I don't know about you guys. Do you put in the comments, what were your favorite snacks from the snack bar at the pool as a kid? I just remember always loving to go get those. We had like strawberry and cream popsicles, kind of, but they were like crunchy on the outside, and then like strawberry shortcake. And then I also remember like these Airheads Extremes, like licorice. Oh my gosh, there's just so much sugar. That, and then the Fun Dip, which was literally just a sugar stick that you dipped in 4 different colored packets of sugar and licked it off. It was just to be a kid again, and live the summertime life of no worries. I just can only dream, I loved that little crab sign. That little crab sign that I found was super cute, I thought, for the swim up bar area that I made. So that's one of my favorite debug items that you can get in the game. I built this pool kind of in replication of the city pool that we have in my town that I live in. It's a little bit smaller, but it's just like the kids section and the pool section of the city pool here basically is what I used for my inspiration for the build. My pool here also has big water slides and like a wave pool, but we couldn't really do that in the game, especially for me being a console builder. Some things are limited. I could do slides, but I just quite haven't figured out how to work with the slides that they give us in the game to make them look like slides that are water slides and also not get in the way of it being a functioning swimming pool. So now I'm just trying to decorate or figure out how I want the layout to be in the concession stand, shower, bathroom area. So I took down the middle to make it a half wall so you could have like a walk-up counter to order, food and snacks and whatever else. And then I just sectioned off each side so that one side is for showers, and then the other side will just be a bathroom area. And then the middle is the concession stand and employee lounge, and they have their own bathroom back there also. And then now I'm just trying to lay out a bunch of pool things because I get in this habit of building and then like forgetting things that should belong in the pool. So I wanted to make sure I had a little toddler pool, a bath towel that I could copy around, and some pool floaties that I could put over by the swim up bar loungy sort of section of the pool. And then I also made this little fountain with a whale. It doesn't work as a splash pad. I just wanted it to be a little fountain kind of as you come into the pool area to greet you. So whenever I was working on this, I knew I wanted to have diving boards, and let's be honest, the diving boards that we get in the game are not good. They just, like, your Sims can use them and they can dive off of them, but they just aren't tall enough. They don't look like real diving boards to me. They look like practice diving boards almost. I don't really know. But this is the second time I believe that I've made a pool, and every time that I make a pool, I always try to make my own diving boards because I just think that it looks better. Even though they're not functional, I don't know. I guess you guys tell me. I don't do a lot of gameplay. So do you like the way that the diving boards function, or do you not like the way that they function? Because I don't like the way that they function, so the fact that the ones that I make myself don't function doesn't bother me, I guess. I would rather have the aesthetic than the functionality, but I know that some people aren't like that. I mean, it does function as a pool. You just can't use the diving boards, so, you know. I realized that the new items that we got from growing together were so helpful for building a pool. Like, even that canopy that came with growing together. And it's so nice to be able to sit under that and put lawn chairs under that. Like, you can put so many under there. I sized it up one time, but I think it looks fine because it's about the same as, you know, maybe a medium wall height, I think is what I have it set at. But this is a huge pool, so I wanted to make sure there were plenty of spaces to sit and relax, and plenty of space to swim, plenty of spots to tan, and then there's a huge weight bench over here for parents to watch their kids play. You know me, I love to go wild with flowers in my builds, but this is a community pool, so I tried to keep it at a minimum. And then also trash cans everywhere at a community pool, because I don't care that it's The Sims. Whenever I build a community lot, I just have a compulsive need to put trash cans everywhere because people don't like to throw things in the trash, but the more you shove trash cans in their face, the more likely they're like to throw it away. So I don't know. They'll probably backfire in Sims gameplay because all Sims do is like to kick over the trash can, but you know, we'll see how it goes. I also loved that I mixed and matched the umbrellas on those tables and also the towels that you would land there, because obviously everyone's not going to bring the same towel, and the rest of the pool is like super colorful, so I didn't want every table to be the same color. I always feel like I want my community lots to be super bright and colorful and inviting, because when people play in them, especially storytellers, they take screenshots, you know, to share with people, and it looks nice when the screenshots are super bright and colorful and pretty and makes it look like everyone's having a good time. I also, for some reason in this build, remembered like drain features, which I forget exist. So I try to put those right here around the edges, and also the pool linings from Get Together. Yeah, because that's when we were introduced to like community pools and like inside pools kind of, so they gave us those lines that I'm using right here to make sort of a lap swimming section. I don't know how on console I would make the separation buoys, but if anyone has any ideas on how I could do that, I would love to hear it, because I love seeing other people's builds and ideas and using those things to enhance my builds and make them look better. I also thought that pool would need a lot of vending machines, because you can go to the concession stand, but maybe you just want a soda and you don't want to wait in line. So I tried to put vending machines on both sides of the lot, so there would be lots of options. And then the bathroom area, I just used this huge walk-in door and big stalls, so you didn't have to pull a door to get in there. I wanted to separate the bathroom area and the shower area. I just felt like, I don't know, if you have to go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom. If you need to shower off before or after you get out of the pool, then you could go to the other side. I don't know, it made more sense to me to keep them separate, but I feel like most locker rooms aren't separate, so I don't know, maybe it doesn't make sense. But it's a very small area, which I don't think matters. In regular pools, you're going to want to have a big shower and everything, so everybody can rinse off before they get in and stuff. But here, your Sims don't really actually do that, unless it's one of the bathhouses, and then they'll go in and shower before they get in. But I think we're getting pretty close to finishing it up. Like I said, I wanted lots and lots of seating here so that lots of Sims could sit and hang out, have fun. I think something that we have in America that you might not have overseas, a lot of pools have these basketball goals inside them. So instead of water polo, we'll play water basketball, where we have a basketball and swim and try and dunk it and throw it into the hoop, instead of a soccer goal like water polo. So it's the same sort of concept, but it's a little different. So that's what I try to do over there in that adult bar area. And then I also love that flower. Is it a patch? I don't know. Centerpiece? I don't know. The flower centerpiece patch, we're going to call it that, from City Living. So I made another little fountain in there with the whale. And I also found that rainbow from Get Famous, and I added that to the child section because I felt like that made it just super, super cute. And then just adding some finishing touches, like a bar, so you actually, you can see where they get your drinks from. I think this might be the first time in a build I've actually used the flaming tiki bar as the bar. I don't know why, I always feel like it's just a little extra and outlandish, but it was perfect in this build. And then just a little custom back bar right there. I upgraded the half wall so that it, you couldn't knock the bottles over the back edge. And then to finish up, like I said, just adding an employee restroom to their little section, and then a snack bar where you can go pick up snacks, a restroom, and then on the other side is the showers. I just separated them and used the Snowy Escape shower heads, and a curtain, because you don't actually take a shower at pools, you just rinse off in your bathing suit. So there wasn't a need to have huge, big showers in here, but I still wanted to have some sort of place for your Sims to be able to take a shower and rinse off before or after they were done at the pool. Let me know in the comments if you, like me, loved going to the pool as a kid, or are you not a fan of water? I know that a lot of people are not fans of water, but I am a huge fan of water. I go to my local gym and they have an indoor pool so I can swim year round, and a lot of time that's what I do just to, not feel stressed out. I go to the pool and just swim around and not think about things. So it was fun to build a pool in the game that I play, to not think about things. And then I also made this custom, sign on top of the bar, and I think that it looked really nice. I love making custom signs because I'm so sick of the signs that we have in the game. They say the same things. Not every business looks the same, So I try to use wall pieces and word signs, anything like that, to make custom entrance signs or business signs whenever I do community lots, because I think it just makes it stand out a lot and adds to it. And then finishing touches on the edge, I'm just adding a bunch of lifesaver buoys and the pool net to get all the leaves and stuff out, and more trash cans, because like I said, community lots can never, ever have enough trash cans. But I hope you all enjoyed this build as much as I did, and I hope you all have the most amazing summer if you're like me and in the northern hemisphere. But if you're not and you're in the southern hemisphere, I hope you have an amazing winter, and this makes you think of summer and wanting to go back to the pools.